Many people forget why they get into gaming. Sometimes they're just too serious, or they want to be the best in the world, or they want to be the most paid esports player. Remember guys, we get into gaming to have fun, for enjoyment. So today I decided to bring you guys a list of 10 games that you have probably never seen before that are actually just a ton of fun. Casual gameplay experiences that you can enjoy and just have some fun. Let's dive into the list. First on today's list is Shadow of the Orient. We're looking at a hack and slash platformer style game here with retro style graphics and some really fun mechanics. The game is fast, allows you to do some nice jump mechanics and some really sweet attacks that are just a lot of fun. In addition to that, you have a lot of bosses that are going to be challenging to get through, but rewarding as well. This brings me back to the old Sega Genesis days of gaming, which was an absolute blast. It gives me some Shadowkin style vibes as well, and Ninja Gaiden style vibes. It's just a really fun game with some graphics that are casual, classic, and enjoyable. A really fun game right here. Next, I want to share with you guys X, which is a multiplayer PvP shooter. Now, why did I put this one on the list and not something that's like a PUBG Mobile or Call of Duty? Well, this one's a little bit more casual, a little bit more just hop in and have a good time and not care what your rank is. And that's what we're focusing on here inside of this game. Here you're going to embrace yourself for rockin' contests of modern cyber war. There's lots of bullets and you're going to have mercs of all stripes clashing in the cyber arena for fame and glory. At least that's what the developers are saying. It's just a really casual shooter style experience that is an arena based game, but it has some nice, army vibes to it. It's not too space aged for me. I like the game. It seems like a real lot of fun and something that you could casually hop into and, like I said, not take too seriously. Introducing Adventurers Mobile, a new title that's going to take you on a journey across West Africa to uncover the legendary treasures of Mansa Musa, which is the richest man in history. As the player, you're going to assume the role of a younger explorer who's seeking fame, fortune, and adventure. You're going to quest through toxic locales, treacherous terrain, and ancient ruins as you unravel the secrets of all of this wealth and treasury that you're looking for. It's filled with action, battles, and of course, like we said, takes you to West Africa, which is a place that we don't typically visit in gaming. Next up, we have Highwater, which is an adventure title with atmospheric elements, and it's actually quite beautiful. The whole story goes that it's the end of the world, and although the wealthy may be going to Mars, you're gonna have to explore the flooded planet, discover islands and find allies, and try and escape in time. Make sure that you can actually survive in this new land. You have a great climate catastrophe. The flooded region of Highwater has become a kind of safe zone that you could hang out in, but there's a lot of treachery, and things that you're gonna need to encounter to keep yourself safe. It's a really nice game. As I mentioned, it is a Netflix exclusive, but one that's worth testing out. I like it. And now we have Lost Potato. It actually reminds me of Brotato, but here it's a minimalistic top-down roguelike where you can't damage enemies directly. Push them into spikes, reflect bullets, and help a young potato find his way out of a jungle filled with man-eating tribes. This is an action game that really takes a different element to the combat. I really like that you need to use the environment to take down your opponents and the enemies, and it really just is a very casual yet fun style game. And hey, it has potatoes. Who doesn't love a little starch? Next up, we have an action title called Death's Door. This is another one of those Netflix titles. It's an action style game where you're playing as a crow, and it's your job to reap souls. You're gonna be taking around your sword and taking down enemies in a roguelike top-down battler that actually looks pretty nice. It definitely has some atmospheric elements to it with unique looking characters that you're gonna find along the way. Platformer style elements as well, some puzzles that you're gonna need to go through, and a storyline that you're gonna follow so you can complete all of your quests and, solve the whole mission after all. You gotta be a successful crow. Solid looking game. I actually like it. But maybe you're looking for something super casual. How about Fettin' Rivals, Fun Run Party? This is an action platformer, but really a casual style game that's meant to play with friends and to just have some enjoyment with. Here, You're not trying to rank up. You're not trying to push leaderboards. All you're trying to do is have a blast while you're playing. Thet and Rivals is a fun run party, which is action-packed, casual Royale party game, which has different characters that you're going to fall in love with. They're super cute, but it's really about the silly fun that you have and all the activities that are there for you to play. It's a fun game. Rainbow Six Mobile is coming, but it's not here yet. And right now we have a Netflix title, Rainbow Six SMOL. It's a top-down, really casual style Rainbow Six game. Here you're going to be defusing bombs, freeing hostages, and crushing enemies in a fast-paced roguelike shooter based off of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six franchise. You're going to try to assemble the best squad and save the world. And it's a really cool-looking game. I like the atmospheric elements that it has to it. It's taking artwork that look like literally stickers and puts them on the battlefield together, which is something that lends itself and leans it towards being the casual style game. With that being said, you do need to work together with teammates to make sure that you are successful in the missions. It's definitely casual and definitely fun, and it's maybe something that can hold you over until Rainbow Six Mobile comes. Next up, we have Warframe Mobile, and yes, this has been featured in other lists on the channel, but the game is probably one of the best games we're going to see this year. It's an absolute blast, open world experience where you play as your Warframe and you just save the world. All Warframes have different abilities and you can customize them to battle the way that you're most comfortable. This is a really fast-paced game as well. It's nothing slow. It's something that's extremely enjoyable, quick, with insane battle mechanics that is going to take some time for you to learn. This is something that is gorgeous and really lends itself well to people that play on PC, being that this does have the same mechanic as the PC version. It also does offer crossplay, so you could play it on the go on your phone or on your PC at home. I did mention that this was my favorite game that's recently dropped. It's something that I just wish I had more time to dive into. You could play this one casually, but you could also get yourself into a grind that's going to take hours per day. So this one definitely is something that is going to be what you put into it. If you want to play lightly and casually and just enjoy what the game has to offer, that's available to you. But if you want to grind is definitely there. You should definitely try this one, guys. It's on iOS only right now. And I want to finish the list off today with a tower defense game, one called Infinitode 2 Tower Defense. A lot of you here on the channel already know I do love a good tower defense game. This one, very different. The complete look of this game is cyberpunky looking, futuristic looking, fast-paced, a lot going on the screen, and nothing that's extremely detailed. So it's very different than a lot of the other towers defense style games that you've played before. Plus, you can create your own maps, which lend themselves to creativity and a lot of fun in itself. This game is definitely something that you should try if you're a tower defense fan, if that's a genre that you frequent. This one's free to play, available on all platforms. It's been out for a while, and it's really good. So I put videos out here on the channel every single day focused on some of the best games that you should be playing, introducing you to games that you've maybe never seen before, and diving deep into titles that have just released. I hope that you decide to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the daily videos that I put out, teaching you what games are the best ones to play on all platforms.